Ladies and gentlemen, taxes are one of the most important and most misunderstood parts of any country's ecosystem. They shape how governments operate, how businesses grow, and how individuals plan their lives. Today, I want to talk about the three tax systems: U.S. trade, U.S. federal tax, California state tax, and China's tax system, and explain how they differ in structure, logic, and real-life impact. The United States, a layered tax system. Let's start with the United States. One key feature of the U.S. tax system is that it's layered. Most Americans do not pay just one tax. They usually pay multiple taxes at the same time. At the federal level, individuals pay federal income tax, which is progressive, meaning higher income is taxed at a higher rate. In addition to that, there are payroll taxes, such as Social Security and Medicare, which are deducted directly from wages. Number 2, state tax, the case of California. Now, let's talk about California, one of the highest tax states in the U.S. California imposes its own state income tax, separate from federal tax. This means that California residents may pay federal income tax, California state income tax, payroll taxes, sales tax, property tax, if they own real estate. California income tax is also progressive, with top marginal rates among the highest in the country. For high-income earners, the combined federal and state tax burden can feel very heavy. This is why many people say, in the U.S., especially in California, taxes are visible and unavoidable. 3. Transparency and enforcement in the U.S. Another important feature of the U.S. tax system is strict enforcement. Income is reported by employer, banks, platforms, and brokers. The government often knows your income before you file your tax return. Tax evasion carries serious consequences, including penalties, interest, and even criminal charges. In exchange, taxpayers generally expect clear rules, legal certainty, public accountability. You may not like the taxes, but you usually know what you are paying and why. Number 4, China's tax system, a different structure. Now let's turn to China. China's tax system is structurally different. For individuals, personal income tax exists, but for many years it played a smaller role compared to corporate taxes and indirect taxes. China relies heavily on value-added tax, corporate income tax, land-related revenue, consumption tax. These taxes are often embedded in prices, meaning other people may pay taxes without directly seeing them. 5. Individual tax burden in China. For many ordinary workers in China, personal income tax feels higher or even invisible, especially at lower income levels. However, this does not mean taxes is low overall. Instead, taxes is often shifted to business, to consumption, to land and real estate restriction. As a result, the tax burden is less visible, but still very real. Number 6. Centralized vs. federal system. Here's a crucial difference. The United States is a federal system. Federal and state government both have significant taxing authority. States like California can design their own tax policies. China, by contrast, operate under a highly centralized system, where their tax authority and fiscal redistribution are managed more uniformly. This leads to very different incentives, enforcement styles, and the relations between taxpayer and the government. Number 7. Different philosophy behind taxation. At a deeper level, these systems reflect different philosophies. In the US, taxes are often viewed as a contract between citizen and the government, something that justifies demand for transparency and accountability. In China, taxation is more closely tied to economic development goals, industry policy, long-term state planning. Neither system is perfect. They simply prioritize different objectives. A conclusion. So, when comparing U.S. federal tax, California tax, and China's tax system, the key difference is just not how much people pay. It is how taxes are collected, how visible they are, who bears the burden, what the taxpayer expects in return. Understanding this difference helps us better understand not only economics, but also governance, society, and the individual's choice. Thank you.